Okay, I hope you enjoyed your commercial break while I had to change the video because I only get like 15 minutes per video. It really wasn't a commercial break. All you had to do was click a link, but for me it kind of was because I had to reset some stuff and upload the video. Anyways, here you go. So we are on the next part. We are factoring an expression. It says when numeric and algebraic expressions are written as a product of their factor, the process is called factoring the expression. So here's what it's going to look like. We are going to be seeing problems just like this that we obviously know that we can do. However, since we're working with the distributive property, we're taking it to the next level and distributing the numbers so that we can do some of these problems mentally. Some of them you are already going to be able to do, but this is just another step to make us a better mathematician. So after you recall the prime factorization, which is key, so take a look up here. You want to make sure that we take note of that. The prime factorization of an algebraic expression contains both prime factors and any variable factors. For example, the prime factorization of 6x is 2 times 3 times x. When you put that all together, you get 6x. So that is what we are going to be working on today, or for this part of the lesson. So let's take a look at factoring of 12 and 8. So we're doing 12 plus 8. We already all know the answer, but what we're doing is we are working on prime factorization. So we are writing the prime factorizations of 12 and 8. Now, some of us might not remember how to do that. I taught you a couple of different methods. The one method that I'm going to stick with today during the teaching is like this. When I have 12, I'm going to take out a prime number, which is 2. 2 times what is 12? 6. 6 is still composite, so I need to break it down even more. I take out another prime number, which is 2. 2 times what is 3? So the prime factorization of 12 is 2 times 2 times 3. Okay, if you do not remember that, watch that again. I'm going to do it again for 8. So here I have 8. I know 8 is composite. It is not prime, so I'm going to take out a prime number, which is 2. 2 times 4 is 8. Well, I know 4 is still a composite number, so I know I need to take out another prime number, which is 2, because 2 times 2 is 4. So now my prime factorization for 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, here's what happens. Now we circle the common factors. So here I have 2 and a 2. If I have 2 of them, or 3 or 4 that are the same, we multiply those numbers together. We just multiply a 2 and a 2 together, which gives us 4. Okay, so we are rewriting. Basically, that is the GCF of these numbers. We are finding the greatest common factor. So they took 12 plus 8, which equals 4, because they took the common factors, 4 times the 3, which is left over right here, and then they timesed it by the 2, which was left over by the 8. So if you look here, that is left over. That is where they came up with that. So then you end up having 4 times 3 plus 4 times 2. When you turn that into parentheses, the distributive property, it is written as 4, in parentheses, 3 plus 2. Okay? Don't get confused. Remember, practice doesn't make perfect, but it makes better. So we're going to start practicing. So don't stress out. So let's take a look at this 9 plus 21. Okay? When we have 9 and 21, we're going to prime factor the 9 and the 21. So I put my 9. You should be doing this along with me, not just sitting there. I'm not doing all the work. You have to work through these with me. Even though I can't see you, but I'm going to trust that you're doing it, okay? Especially I know some people in first hour that might try to get away with it. I don't know, fifth hour might have you. My 7th hour, there's a couple of you. So just make sure you are staying on task, because you know who I'm talking about, and you know if I'm talking about you. So stay on task and stay with me. So I'm going to take out a prime number, which would be 3. 3 times 3 is 9. I cannot go anymore, so my prime factorization for 9 is 3 times 3. Now I'm going to write my prime factorization for 21. I'm going to do that over here. I know that I can take out a 3, because 3 times 7 is 21. I know both of those are prime, so that's as far as I can go. So 21's prime factorization is 3 times 7. I circle the numbers that they have in common, which is 3 and 3. That becomes my number that I distribute. Okay, I'm not multiplying 3 times 3 because that's the number they have in common. The only reason I did it up here where I took 2 times 2 was because they had 2 2's that were in common. They had 2 2's that were in common. Here we only have one number that's in common, so we don't even need to worry about that. So then I see what I have left over. I have the 3 plus the 7. So this was my expression that I wrote using my factorization. Okay? All right, let's take a look at the next one, which is, I'm going to have to erase here, 14 plus 28. So we're going to prime factor 14. I'm going to put 14 over here. What prime number can I start out with? I always try to start off with 2 or 3 or 5. Okay, some of the lower ones make my life easier. So I'm going to start off with 2. 2 times what is 14? Well, 7. Well, I know 7 is prime, so I'm done. So 14 is only 2 and 7. So now let's figure out the prime factorization of 28. So I'm going to start out by taking 2. 2 times what is 28? And that would be 2 times, sorry, yikes, 2 times, geez Louise, hang on, 2 times 16. Oh, that's not right. Oh my heavens, hang on. 28. I'm going to take out my 2. Oh my gosh. And that's going to give me 14. My bad. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so now I have 14. So now I want to take out some more. And I'm going to take out another 2. And 2 times what is 14? 2 times 7. I am done. So I have 14, which equals 2 times 2 times 7. Well, let's see what they have in common. Oops. Here they have the 2 and they have the 7, which means that now my 2 times 7 is 14. So it's going to be 14, and then do I have anything left with my 14? No, but I'm going to multiply that 14 by 1 because that's going to stay the same. Plus, and now I take my, see what's down, I'm sorry, this should be 28. Oh my goodness, friends. I don't know what I am doing. I am tired. All right, 28. Ugh. Okay, so now I look at this and I know that I'm going to multiply that by 2. So when I actually distribute this, look what actually happens. What is 14 times 1? 14. Plus 14 times 2 is 28. Holy guacamole, I did it right even though I messed up a million times right there. That is the problem that I started with, so I know that I distributed correctly. All right, we are going to jump over and we're going to take a look at this. What happens when we have a variable in there, okay? It's no different. We're going to do the exact same stuff, okay? Take a look here. They have 3x plus 15. They have 3 times x and then 3 times 5. They are prime factored. They're going to do the exact same thing. Those 3 are in common. The 3's are in common, so that's going to be on the outside. What is left of this one is an x, plus what is left of my 15 is my 5. So that when I distribute, to double check, I get 3x plus 3 times 5 is 15, which is where we started right here, okay? Let's do a couple of examples together. All right, so here we go. We have 16, okay? Let's prime factor 16. I'm going to take out a 2. 2 times 8, I know that that can go even more, so 2 times 4, I know that can go even more, which gives me 2. So now I have, for 16, I have, I'll write it here, 16, I have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Okay, that's my prime factorization for 16. So then, I'm going to flip my page here so I can look at my notes. So then I'm going to look at 4. Well, for x, I'm just going to be left with 2 times 2 times x, because I know I can only go 2 and 2, and I'm prime factored for 4. So now what do they have in common? They have 2 4's, so 2 times 2 is 4, and in parentheses, 2 times 2 is 4, plus, what's left over here? Just an x. Okay, let's do I. Okay, remember, this can be done on here, this can be done on the back of your notes. Notes are always a good thing because you have a quiz. So it's always a good thing to look at that. So let's take a look. 7x, or 7x plus 42. When I take 42 and I prime factor that, 2 gives me 21. And then take out a 3 and a 7. So 7 I know is going to be just 7 by itself times the x that is there, and 42 is going to have 2 times 3 times 7. What do they have in common? The 7, so I know the 7 is going to be what I'm going to distribute. I have my x left on my 7, plus 2 times 3 is 6. Let's just double check to make sure that this lines up. So when I distribute that 7 to the x, I get 7x. And when I distribute that 7 with the 6, I get 7 times 6, which is 42. Okay? All right. So let's take a look. We are going to do these really quickly together, and then you are going to use this time to work on your homework. So we are going to use the distributive property to rewrite. Remember, we're going to distribute this. So I first go 3 times x, which is 3x. 3 plus 1, I'm sorry, 3 times 1 is 3. So when I write this, it looks like 3x plus 3. I take this 5, I distribute it with the x. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 8, I put my addition sign because they're adding, is 40. 4 times x is 4x. I have an addition sign, plus 4 times 6 is 24. Okay? Prime factorization. I know that my prime factorization of 25 is 5 and 5. Okay? And I know that 60, my prime factorization of 60 is 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. Okay? So I notice that they have a 5 in common, which means that is the number that is going to go on the outside. So I'm going to do 5 in parentheses. What am I left over with here? A 5 plus, I multiply these together. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. So really what happens is 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 12 is 60. Okay? Same thing over here. I know that 4 has a prime factorization of 2 and 2, but I have that x there, so I'm going to make sure that I include that. My 40, I know when I prime factored it, was 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. So I'm going to look at what they have in common. They both have 2 2's in common, so 2 times 2 is 4, which means that my 4 is going to be on the outside. I'm left with my x up here, and I'm left with my 2 plus 5, or I'm sorry, 2 times 5, which is 10. When I prime factor, always double checking. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times 10 is 40. All right, so here's the deal. I want for you to, when you are finished, to get with a partner of your choice. You are completing 1 through 13 on this page together, 1 through 13 on this page. You will go up, you will check your answers with the sub. Once you have gotten the okay that your answers are correct, then you may move on to your homework. If you do not get this page done, then do not worry about it. Then you'll just do your homework tonight. But you will be working on this. The quicker you get this done and stay on task, then you'll actually have time to get to your homework, hopefully. If you have questions, ask some people in your class. Make sure you watch these videos. They are going to be on Google Classroom, obviously, so I want you to make sure that you take your time and go back and rewatch them if you're not understanding. Okay, I am done talking. I'm tired, and I'm going home. Okay, so, all right, be good for the sub. Got it? Okay, bye. Maybe if I